Hi everyone, I'm your host Navida Fatima and welcome to the Parenting IQ. This channel is for anyone who wants to learn more about raising happy and healthy kids. Let's start with the most basic question. What is parenting? What is it? What does it mean to be a parent? Many of us become parents without knowing much about parenting. Having kids after marriage feels like the natural next step. At least that is how things are here in India. When it comes to raising our kids, we generally copy our parents, adopting their methods even if we don't fully agree with them. Simply because it is what we know. We assume that since we turned out fine, our children will too. But the reality is quite different. Parenting as we know it and as we do it is more like a hit or miss kind of a thing. Like a guessing game. If what we do works, then it is well and good. Otherwise, we just find something or someone to blame for our failures. The idea of getting formal education in parenting is still stranger to many of us. But thankfully, awareness is now growing and people are beginning to understand that raising kids is a huge responsibility and needs to be done correctly. So coming back to our question, what is parenting? You might say it involves caring for the children, providing them with the necessities of life, educating them and helping them become independent. While all of that is true, it is still an incomplete definition. Parenting goes far beyond than just ensuring that basic needs are met. Parenting is not a list of things to do. It is not a checklist. It is a process. It is a process where parents needs to learn alongside their children. As parents, we need to understand the true nature of our kids. What is their personality? What are their hopes and fears? And what are their expectations from life and from their parents? Every child is one of a kind. They have their own personality, their own way of showing their feelings, and every child is a unique mix of potential just waiting to be discovered. Our job as parents is to help our kids blossom in their own special way, in their own time, and help them become their best. That is the most important thing we are supposed to do for our kids. Everything else that we do is simply a means to help us reach this bigger goal, realize this bigger purpose of parenting. So, how do we help our kids reach their potential? There are two things to do, and my advice is to immediately start with the second one. Number one thing that parents need to do is questioning their own methods of raising their kids. Ask yourself if what you are doing is the right way, or is there any other way of doing things, a better and more effective way. Be prepared to let go of your need to be right and be willing to discover and learn new things and practice them. And the second thing is loving your kids without condition. As parents, we are naturally wired to love our children, but as kids starts to grow up, we tend to attach conditions to our affection. The kind of love that I am talking about has no strings attached. Love that is not tied to good grades or good behavior. Not to say that these things are not important, but unconditional love means truly and really caring for your kids, even when they are not at their best behavior, even when you think that they don't deserve it. Resisting the urge to yell, taking a step back, letting go of the control, responding rather than reacting to the situation, and most importantly, being kind to your kids, being there for them when they need you. All these are different expressions of the unconditional love our kids need to grow into happy and healthy human beings. I know all this talk of unconditional love and being patient and understanding seems very unrealistic to many of us, and there are times when situation becomes so worse that we don't even feel like talking to our kids. There is a legitimate explanation behind this behavior, and in upcoming videos we will learn how we can bring ourselves and our children to a place where this unconditional love can become a possibility. Parents need to create a safe and loving space where children feel good about themselves, believe in themselves, and can build their confidence. And a big part of that is spending time with them, getting to know your kids, talking to them about what is happening in their lives, and really listening to what they have to say. Children need to know that they are loved for who they are and not for what they achieve. This is what builds confidence in them to take on the challenges of life. Parenting is a big job, but it is also an amazing adventure and deeply fulfilling experience. Think about your own parenting for a minute. Are you on the right track? How relaxed and open is your relationship with your kids? Do you know your kids well? And how often do you hug them and tell them explicitly that you love them? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. We will dive deeper into the different aspects of parenting in the next video. Until then, stay tuned and take care. Do remember to like and share this video and subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much for watching.